Brenton Scott, Indiana State hosts Bradley tomorrow. And Brenton, just talk about some of the things that you guys went over, since the game at Evansville on Tuesday, and some of the emphasis of practice after that game.
Coach wanted us, to start focusing a little bit more on defense because our offense is fine right now. We're scoring the ball at a pretty good rate. And our offense is, pretty fluent, but, we got to step it up on the defensive end and get some more stops. And that was, pretty much the emphasis, rebounding and, just fighting more on the defensive end.
What, in terms of just guard defense, what has he been emphasizing with you guys and maybe with you specifically to, tune up a little bit?
To be on the scouting report a little bit better, knowing the players a little bit better, whether they're a driver or a shooter or, a combo, whatever it is, just knowing the scouting report, listening to details, that pretty much the scouting report, stuff like that.
It looks like it might be a pretty deep scouting report. Bradley has some issues right now. We really don't know who's going to play and who isn't. How are you kind of handling that from a scouting report standpoint? The status of a lot of guys are kind of, we don't know at this point.
Well, he talked about that today in practice. We don't know exactly what they're going to do, whether, they're going to slow the ball down or, they're going to play usually how they, Bradley plays. But, we're just going to be ready for everything, whether they go zone or whether they go man. We're going to be ready for it. Coach has prepared us. And, we went over the scouting report, and, I feel like we're doing it. We know, the players that we have to know about, and the players that are suspended, we're not worried about it.
How happy are you with your own play through Valley play so far? You've been really consistent. Don't think you've scored less than 8 in a Valley game. Where do you kind of take your own temperature at this stage of the game?
I feel like I've been playing, at a pretty good level. I've been pretty consistent. My teammates allow me to be aggressive and they want me to score the ball. And, they know how I play. They know my mentality. I credit my teammates for allowing me to be myself out there on the court, and I thank my coaches, for trusting me and things like that to let me, play at this level, and I'm pretty happy with my play.
The thing that I like when I watch you play, and I think it's one of those traits that's kind of maybe comes from within rather than was coached from without, but you just seem unflappable. I mean, you just seem to have the ability to stick a shot or take a shot, and not be nervous about it, not hesitate about it. What trait, where does that come from for you?
That just comes from, from who I am as a person, just growing up, I felt like I've always been a scorer, AAU, high school, whatever it was, I feel like I've always been a scorer. I've always been confident in myself and my game, and, just playing with my brother Bryce, and, he's helped me with my confidence, and, my dad always, pushes us, so, that's where a lot of it, my confidence comes from, and, it's just who I am.
How often do you and Bryson speak during the season? I know he had a big win the other night over IU, but how often do you guys talk?
We talk pretty often, phone calls, or FaceTime, we talk at least 4 or 5 times a week, just to see how each other are doing, and, he had his, struggles at the beginning, but, he had a pretty good game against Indiana, and, we're just pushing each other to, be the best that we can be and finish this year out on a good note.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot, Brendan.